I'm Tracey Phipps, and I'm the founder of the Time For T.E.A. Foundation, and it's September 18th. Today we're here at the Lou Gardens, and we just had an amazing, awesome event. It was a blessing to have Carol Cox with us. We also had Courtney Shaw, who was our host. And if you're ever interested in participating in Time For T.E.A., definitely sign up and visit our website. We had a fundraiser today. We were able to raise funds for next year, so we're super excited. And we are just ready to hit the ground running, but we need your help. So if you can lend your talents, your resources, things like that, definitely sign up.
My experience with Time For T.E.A. was a very enjoyable time. I could definitely say it benefited me and everybody in Dream Academy. We definitely talked a lot, which was very fun and awesome.
Hi, my name is Ayana Watts. I'm in the program called Crown and Cupcakes. This program has given me a lot of opportunities to voice my opinion about things and become a better woman I am today.
My name is Casimira Jamie Hilliers. I'm in the program called Crown and Cupcakes. I'm really excited to be here and proud that I am here and that I earned my spot to be here.
Awesome.
Amazing introduction.
Yes, I love
Hi,
that.
everyone.
Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are all good. So I'm Tracey Phipps. I'm the founder, and Anna Aguilar is with me today. Why don't you introduce yourself, Anna?
Well, I'm the operations manager, being with Time For T.E.A. for about 2 years now. It seems like forever, actually. With all of the impact that we're doing in the community, it feels like it's been a long time. But I guess we'll talk about that later.
Yes. Yeah. So we're here today. So it's Giving Tuesday. It's a very awesome, fun day for nonprofits. You all have probably been seeing either messages from your friends or been contacted by people that have causes that are very, very close to them. I know I've been texting a lot of my close friends a lot today, and just sharing a little bit about Time For T.E.A. So as you're thinking about, you know, the end of the year and contributions and things that you want to make, today is a really good day to kind of reflect on what's close and important to your heart. And then think about the organizations that are around you, that you can donate to and give to help further their cause for next year. So it's a really good time, and it's definitely a good time for you also to just, you know, give. I think one of the keys to success and happiness is in being able to open your hands and release and give when you feel like you have a lot. But I've also given when I don't have a lot and realized that karma is very strong, but also blessings come.
That is so true.
And you know, you never know how much, you know, God can use you, and whether it's financially resources that you're giving, but even sometimes just your time. So for example, Anna gives her time, and I know that she's taken a lot of great knowledge from being with Time For T.E.A. And myself too. I've given a lot of my time and my resources to build this nonprofit. So, and definitely couldn't have done it without all of the team members that are with us. Ursula's behind the scenes. She's manning the whole program right now. But it's so important to just have a team. And I wanted to make sure that I really highlighted and said thank you to the team. Ursula, Chantel, Elena, those two. Chantel and Elena run our social media. And then Ursula runs with the marketing. And then we also have Kevin, who helps us with all of our graphic and content. So all of the content that you're seeing on social media and things that you all see through email, that's Kevin that does that. And then we have Danny and Pablo that also run our events. So we're really excited for the team.
Yes, I want to add that Giving Tuesday is a nationally recognized day for everyone to make a contribution to the cause that they truly believe in. And in my opinion, education, empowerment, things that Time For T.E.A. stand for are super important. They're very important to all of us in the team. And I feel like we've seen that a lot in the community as well, by looking at the attendance of our events. They grow, people come back, people ask again, when are you guys going to do something? So it means that we're doing something right. And I feel like, especially now we're in between holidays, Thanksgiving just passed, and we're giving thanks to all of the people who donated at our September event. We couldn't have done it without you guys. Right now is Hanukkah, the third day, and we're celebrating the miracles of light and life. And then, Christmas, New Year is coming up. So right now is a perfect time to think about not only what you want to get, but also how do you contribute in the life of others. And Time for T is here to impact both young teens, girls in our community, in our own schools, in organizations just like Crown and Cupcakes or Dream Academy, as well as women. We help each other, we support each other. Right now, we had a great conversation with Ursula and gave each other a lot of support with all of the ventures that we're both doing right now. And it feels so important when women support each other. We're so much stronger together. It's a huge cause. And the team that we're doing it with, we're growing constantly. And I would love to join Tracey and let you know that time is also valuable. It doesn't have to be money. If you want to volunteer with us, definitely reach out to me, let me know. We're looking for a photographer and a videographer. We're looking for the blogger, journalist type of role. It's going to be very interesting, a lot of space to be creative. And if you think you have something to contribute, your skills, definitely let me know. I would love to talk to you.
Yes, Anna is definitely the person to talk to. She's brought so many great people to the organization, and I know it's just the start of something that's going to continue to grow. And for those of you who, just a little bit of background about Time for T.E.A, I actually moved to Orlando back in 2016. And when I started Time for T.E.A, it was around 2017, and it wasn't a nonprofit at that time. We actually just incorporated a nonprofit last September. So it's been a year now. But at that time, really just an idea that I had to bring women together, and we were focused a lot on women empowerment. And over the years, as the vision grew is when we started to get into youth development, because for me, it was just important. It's great to touch women's hearts and to be able to empower and bring women together for networking and for potential business opportunities. But there's just a huge difference when you start to impact people at a younger age, because at that age and at that teenage age is when you're starting to really tap into your potential. What is it that I want to do with my life? Should I go to college? Should I not? There's just so many questions that are running through your head at that age. At least for me, it was. So it was very important for me to make an impact at a younger age, because I think that's where really you start to see people evolving into themselves and being able to give them those resources. Some of the things that we offer is we do etiquette training. So with the teens that we do this with, we teach them how to be a great guest, how to be a great host, how to handle properly the silverware that's in front of them. We teach them protocols around etiquette, the do's, the don'ts, and just really give them the confidence that they need to be able to, show up to a dinner, potentially in their careers, or show up to an interview and just know, release the stress of what do I actually do in this moment? How do I use this fork? All of those things that can be distracting to you showing up as your best self are things that we want to train and educate girls on, so that they're very confident and they walk into whatever meetings that they have in their careers, and they can really show up as their best self versus thinking about the other things that can be very intimidating. So that's what we do with the teens. It's definitely something that's evolved, and it's going to continue to evolve. Anna and I talk very often about goals and what we want to do, and just the vision from an operational standpoint, and the team and growing the team. And that's what I wanted to do with you all today. So just really just taking a time to celebrate Giving Tuesday, but also answer any questions that you all might have about the profit, about how it started, and about where we're going. So before we talk about where we're going, I just wanted to highlight what we've done. So we've worked with several partners over the last few years, and I want to say over the last, I'm going to say 3 years, but really 2 years, because last year did not count. Last year was a blow.
No, 2020.
Right. We'd say in the last 2 years, not including last year, we were able to impact over 300 plus girls. I think if we included this year that just passed, things that we did in the moment and also virtually, it would be about 350 girls that we've impacted. But our long-term goal is really next year to do 300 girls to do that impact in just 1 year. We want to double the impact. And of course, to do that, we need resources and of course, people. So some of the teams or partners that we've worked with is the US Dream Academy. We've been a close partner with them for several years now. And this is an organization that targets youth that are at risk and with family members and parents that are incarcerated. So we go in and do etiquette training for those young girls. We've also worked with TGI Camp, which is a little bit of an older age group. The TGI, the Greatest Investment, that organization targets girls throughout their time as teens to then young adults and into college, and it promotes women going into college. So we've done some training and have seen great success stories. We've also worked with A Center for Girls. We did something with them and also saw very positive success stories from them as well. And I mean, we've worked with the By Grace Inc. youth group. We worked with certain local churches. And our goal is to really just expand and grow into the new year. We have a few organizations that are on our horizon that we want to tap into and work with. But we also ask if you know anyone, any organization, any nonprofit, or any school program that's looking to bring etiquette training, just let us know, and we can definitely work through adding, because like I said, our goal this year is to really double the impact that we've made over the last 2 years to just being able to do that in 1 year.
And I'm sure it's possible because the feedback from the organizations that we already worked with is amazing, and girls love it because it's almost like a tea party. We set it up very nicely. We're using real china. We're trying to use as much of a nice, good quality things, and the training itself is extremely impactful. That's why we're very confident with what we offer, and we're just looking for opportunities to work with everyone who wants their girls to succeed in life.
Yes. And I mean, something that Anna mentioned is like how we actually come in. So if you guys are ever wondering, we don't have any photos today, but normally what an etiquette training looks like, I mean, it's pretty intense. We come in with all of our fine china, and we've got our PowerPoints and all of our materials. And the girls actually show up, in the middle of the day in school, fully dressed up in really nice outfits, and they're ready for tea time. And that's the goal, is just to kind of elevate the experience and have the girls really feel like they're going through a very elevated experience, and give them this like nice luxury feel, to then again get their mind and their environment kind of around what that looks like. And for next year, we actually want to partner with restaurants and actually bring girls out to do fine dining etiquette training, because it's one thing to learn in a classroom and we'll jazz up the classroom and we'll bring florals and cupcakes and all these different things, but it's different when you actually get a girl in a restaurant with servers and the environment and the actual utensils in front of them to see how they can work under that pressure. So those are all things that are on the horizon.
Yeah, for people who think that etiquette is a thing of the past, it's not. It's still very much relevant, and you still very much need to know how to behave at a restaurant, which fork to use. That just shows a certain level. And I feel like I was taught that in school. I feel like that should be accessible to anybody. And that's what we're trying to bring. Not just a boring class, but a fun class. It pretty much looks like one of our brunches, just in the classroom. Nothing short of that.
Yeah, exactly. And then I wanted to also just take a moment to go over, what we've done in the past. So this is kind of like, again, last year didn't really much count, but still, even in the midst of all of the pandemic in 2019 in March, we had a Tea Talk series on YouTube where we brought 5 women across the industry and nonprofit real estate, human resources in economic development and PR. And we interviewed them for the entire month of March, just kind of celebrating and honoring women. And then in May, in 2020, hosted the first etiquette training virtually with the TGI Girls Camp and the Zeta Youth Group, where we focused on social media etiquette and dressing for success. We were able to train over 50 girls over that summer. And then in June, we hosted our first ever virtual tea event that was actually, we had guests attending nationally. We focused on fashion, style, money management, leadership, music, and arts. This was our first ever virtual event hosted nationally, and we were able to impact over 70 women for that. And then in November, we hosted our first Tea Time Women's Empowerment event post-pandemic. We were very surprised to see the turnout, but we had 40 women attend, and this was all outdoors and very safe. And we had Janie Lacey and Life Counseling Solutions come and speak through on just the mentality to have to create change in the world that's ever changing. This year in March, we hosted our Tea Talk series where we focused on Women's History Month, and we invited speakers like Gigi Mormon, Kay Rollins, and Rosine Johnson from PACE to come and talk just honoring them and giving them a platform to share what the impact that they've been making in the community. And then really over the summer period, we again made impact at the US Dream Academy, where we visited and offered etiquette training. We also offer training on the side to other organizations on like customer service skills and just, showing up again as your best self and representing your organization in the best way. And then in September, we hosted our first ever fundraiser. And this was really exciting. We actually were able to raise $10,000 that day. And this is part of our goal for next year because we want to impact 300 girls next year. And to do that, the target is $15,000. So Giving Tuesday today is close. Yes, we're super close. So with Giving Tuesday, the goal between today was $1,000 to raise. I think we're halfway there so far. So if you're thinking about giving, we ask that you do. And over the next few weeks towards the end of the month, we will be looking to raise the remainder of the money that we need to be able to have our programs for next year. So that is a lot. How
can people donate, Tracey?
Yeah, so you can donate by visiting our website, and I think there's also a link on the chat here. But if you go to our website, timeforteorlando.com, and that's 4 as in the number 4, there's a donate button right at the top right. You can't miss it. We made sure it's nice and big, and that's how you can contribute and donate. And we've said thank you to a lot of people that have sponsored. I actually wanted to just take a moment and shout out some of our sponsors, but wanted to start with shouting out Be Humble organization. This nonprofit was able to be one of our title sponsors for this year. So we're very thankful for Raya and her team there for being able to contribute. We've also had presenting sponsors, so a few organizations that we work with that constantly support the organization. The Orlando Wedding and Party Rental, Lo and Behold with florals, and then the Tea Room Experience offering tea for all of our events. And then we also have Precision Bath Design that sponsored us this year as well. And then we want to just say special thank you to our donors. And if you go to our website, you can see all the names, but I think it's important to say every person's name because we really value everything, no matter what the amount. So Alice Atkins, Alicia Blue, Angela Melendez, Anissa King, Amanda Neal, Aquasia Hines, Arlene Blake, Carolyn Fennell, Christy Ashby, Christine Cox, Krista Woodard, Cynthia Figueroa, Debbie Dawson, Denise Summer, Donique Roll, Dorothy Charles, Elaine Deering, Francisca Phipps, that's my mom, Janine Mack, Joshua Edwards, Kay Rollins, Camila Jolly, Kim Wang, Kimone Leon, Latanya Jones, Lizandra Randolph, Leslie Hilema, Marceline Gurley, Michelle Scott, Medina Adwala, Mylika Morton, Nicole Hugin, Rhonda Stanley, Ryan Plaza, Raya Wang, Charlotte Duval, and Tangela Steele and Yolanda Brown. So those are all people that have donated and sponsored. And I think over the day today, we've been collecting donations. So we will definitely make an announcement tomorrow announcing and saying thank you to everyone that sponsored that is okay with us publicly announcing their name. So any questions?
Do we want to show a video?
Yeah, let's go back to that video, Ursula, to give us a little bit of time to also just share for anyone that's joined us a little bit later. Hey, I'm Tracey Phipps, and I'm the founder of the Time For T.E.A. Foundation, and it's September 18th. Today we're here at the Lou Gardens, and we just had an amazing, awesome event. It was a blessing to have Carol Cox with us. We also had Courtney Shaw, who was our host. And if you're ever interested in participating in Time For T.E.A., you can definitely sign up and visit our website. We had a fundraiser today. We were able to raise funds for next year, so we're super excited. And we are just ready to hit the ground running, but we need your help. So if you can lend your talents, your resources, things like that, definitely sign up.
My experience with Time For T.E.A is a very enjoyable time. I can definitely say it benefited me and everybody in Dream Academy. We definitely talked a lot, which was very fun and awesome.
Hi, my name is Ayana Watts. I'm in the program called Crown and Cupcakes. This program has given me a lot of opportunities to voice my opinion about things and become a better woman I am today.
My name is Casimira Jamie Hilliers. I'm in the program called Crown and Cupcakes. I'm really excited to be here and proud that I am here and that I earned my spot to be here.
Awesome. And then I think we have one more video. We want to share a testimonial from someone that we've worked with in the past from PACE.
I am so truly honored for all the support that Time for T has given us here at PACE Center for Girls. You know, our girls have had an opportunity to participate in their etiquette and their tea workshops. And when I mean our girls just were beaming from the moment that everything was set up and how they walked into the classroom and they walked into the environment. It was literally set up like royalty, and it helped our girls feel that way. They've learned confidence, they've learned self-esteem, but they've also learned their value. And it all happened with a small cup of tea. So I encourage you to support this amazing organization that truly is building confidence and esteem in girls and women everywhere.
Oh, I love that. That is so awesome. It is a small cup of tea, but it brings a lot to the table.
Yes, for sure. And I love hearing from people that we've worked with and that can also just see the impact that we have. And I remember after that event that we did, the feedback I got was that some of the students, one of the students went home and the mom came back like saying like, oh my God, my daughter told me about some tea etiquette that you all did for her. And she just could not stop talking about it. It was the best part of the entire program. So it's nice to see that there's impact there and that it gets the girls excited. And I mean, you know, the attention span is very low. So we always
But
do.
they want to continue. It grasps their attention. They think it's not boring. They think it's actually quite nice. And this is something that they can take back home, maybe teach their siblings, and then, of course, take it with them through the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
That's the goal.
Yes. Yep. So I think there's a question here. So what are some long-term goals for Time for T? Where do we see the organization in 5 years?
Everywhere!
So I think it's very important to have goals, especially long-term goals and a vision. If this year taught me anything, it taught me that the sky's the limit and you never know where you can end up. So there's definitely, I can tell you that there's no limits to what Time for T can do. But in terms of where we're going, like we do plan on expanding. So I've said this a lot, but I do think Time for T is something that could be national, and being able to really expand up north. DC is my hometown, so being able to do something there and make a contribution and make an impact that way. We're also talking about how to really get more of our training virtually. So we're actually working with, it's kind of a surprise, but I can share it anyway. We're working with, what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought because it was a surprise. Oh, maybe I'm not supposed to.
Online course.
Okay, there you go.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's supposed to be a secret. Don't tell anybody, okay?
So we are working with a course creator to create an online course, and I think that's really going to help us change the game a little bit with what we're doing, because then it means that we can be a lot more virtual. We have ideas to be able to make an impact at a larger scale. So all good things coming down the line, but for the most part, I can definitely say our mission will always be the same. We will continue to find ways to empower and to talk, empower, and affirm through everything that we do. So anytime you attend one of our events, you know that we always take time to really talk and open that connection, and then we empower, we pour in, and then at the end of the day, we want people to walk away feeling affirmed and ready to take on any challenge. So let's see, the next question, what's the difference between sponsorship and partnership for the organization? So if you sponsor us, sponsoring would be offering some type of resource on a financial or a resource that could help us with like moving our mission forward from a financial standpoint. So I would say that that's the sponsorship part. And then the partnership is if you are an organization that sees we can add value to what you're doing, and then vice versa. Maybe the organization or the business that you have can also add value to what we're doing. So where I would see a great partnership is with the tea room experience that I mentioned, where this is a tea room. We're actually hosting an event with them December 11th, and we're using their space to be able to offer etiquette training for free for 30 girls. And we've kind of put that out there. We're asking people to sign up if they have an opportunity to. And if you haven't done so already, the deadline's December 1st, because we want to make sure we prepare, and we have some gifts and things that we want to prepare for the girls that come. So, but I would say this is a good example of a partnership, an organization or a business that we've worked with over the years that adds value to our mission, but also we can add value to what they're doing as well.
It's an amazing collaboration, and we know we can count on them every year. And they almost know, they're like, all right, when do you guys need the tea? And it's amazing. All of the partners that we work with, thanks to them. Huge thanks to them.
Yeah, and we're open to constantly growing and learning. And something I tell the team anytime we have a new member that joins is like, just know we're new. We're super fresh. But we are super, like, we're small, but we're mighty, and we have so many ideas, and we have very big goals and visions. And if you're looking to be part of an organization that is very grassroots, starting from the bottom, and now we're here, hey, if you're looking to be part of an organization that really needs your expertise and where you can really make a change, then that's something that this would be a really good fit for you.
Here's a great question. About the spring events that we have in plans.
Yeah, so Anna loves events.
Anna loves events. Everybody know that.
Yeah. So we do have a few spring events coming up. We normally do like a Valentine's Day event. I don't think we'll be doing that this year because we really want to focus on March. We want to go big. Actually, the last event that we did in September, we collected portraits of all of the women that attended. So Kevin is going to be working with the photographer David to put together a really nice piece of art that we want to do to really highlight women.
Piece of art indeed. Mm-hmm.
So that'll be a big thing leading into March. And then we also have some partnerships coming down the line that we will eventually announce, but we will be having a women's event, a teens and women's event that we'll be hosting in March, and we will be announcing that. And just finding ways to honor women throughout the entire month. But you can definitely expect an event coming down the line in March that we've already secured a location and partnership for that I think is going to be really exciting. And then for the summer, normally with Time for T.E.A, we focus on really giving back through the etiquette training. So our summer is going to be heavy focused on giving back and doing and executing and doing the etiquette trainings. And then you'll see us towards the end of the year again, bringing in our fundraiser event. So again, we're looking for partners, sponsors, locations, and things like that to work with. And over the summer, we're looking for, again, programs to work with as well. So if you know anyone, let us know. All right. And
looks
yes,
like more questions.
Yeah, I think we're good with questions. So I want to end on a very positive note that, again, I'm super happy with, the vision, how it's growing. I'm so excited with the team that's here. I'm excited for the people that are coming down the line as well and are going to be excited to join us. And I'm really excited for you to be able to talk to you and share with you our vision. It's not too late to donate. So you can always give. Again, we have a pretty aggressive goal. We raised $10,000 at our event. Today the goal is $1,000. We have some funds that we're working on collecting in other ways, but for the most part, we have about a gap of $3,000 that we still want to raise before the year ends. So we will be talking about this a lot over the next few weeks. So even if you don't give today, you can always give tomorrow or the next week or the week after, just before January.
Still counts. Yeah, exactly.
And really, it's like $5 can go so far. $5 is enough to cover tea for some of the girls. So don't think that because you're not giving a large amount, it's not going to go or it's not enough. Like literally, everyone giving $5 can really go a long way. So I want to encourage you to give any amount. And again, like I said, Giving Tuesday is about opening your hands and releasing your resources. And whether you do that with us or one of the other great nonprofits in Orlando or any organization nationally or globally, just know that you're going to get that back 10 times fold in happiness and success, in love, and in all types of, just the world has a really good way of rewarding people that love to give. So yeah, and remember to subscribe to our emails to learn more about upcoming events as well.
Because there's going to be a lot of them. I promise.
Yeah, we're so excited. Okay, all right, so we are going to end today here. And again, if you guys have any questions, shoot us an email, and we hope to see you soon.
Stay in touch. Bye.
Hey, I'm Tracey Phipps, and I'm the founder of the Time For T.E.A Foundation, and it's September 18th. Today we're here at the Lou Gardens, and we just had an amazing, awesome event. It was a blessing to have Carol Cox with us. We also had Courtney Shaw, who was our host. And if you're ever interested in participating in Time For T.E.A, definitely sign up and visit our website. We had a fundraiser today. We were able to raise funds for next year, so we're super excited, and we are just ready to hit the ground running, but we need your help. So if you can lend your talents, your resources, things like that, definitely sign up.
My experience with Time For T.E.A was a very enjoyable time. I can definitely say it benefited me and everybody in Gym Academy. We definitely talked a lot, which was very fun and awesome.
Hi, my name is Aguilar. I'm in the program called Crown and Cupcakes. This program has given me a lot of opportunities to voice my opinion about things and become a better woman I am today.
My name is Casimira Jamie Hilliers. I'm in the program called Crown and Cupcakes. I'm really excited to be here and proud that I am here and that I earned my spot to be here.